This is a Skytrak 154 telehandler. It's made in 1/35th scale and it's by an unknown manufacturer. I think it was made by Hiram Models, but I'm not really sure. It came out about the same time as the Great All telehandler that Hiram made, so I think this was made by them as well. But it doesn't have a manufacturer on the box, and it also doesn't have a manufacturer anywhere on the model, so I really don't know. But that's who I suspect made it. Now, this is an interesting model. These are fairly hard to find. It does say on the bottom that there were 5,000 of these made, but that being said, they don't come up for sale too often. And just like the Great All telehandlers, they're fairly fragile, so it's not unusual to see one in pieces. So that's why it's kind of nice to have one that's actually complete. That being said, I'm going to try not to break this one as we go through and take a look at it. Overall, it's a really nice model. It's got a really good heavy weight to it. The paint and the decals and graphics and everything are very well done. The cab is very well done. You can see the little chart in there on the side. The dash looks good. The seat and the pedals and everything. It's very well done. Underneath you can see the serial number, and there's just the bare minimum of detail underneath, but that's not really that far off of what's actually underneath the 154. You do have the crab steering like the real machine, which is nice. You have the outriggers out in front. The rack is, the forks are adjustable just like on the real machine, and it does it does hinge up here. The decals on the I can't remember if that's the hydraulic tank there. Actually, it's both. I can never remember. You can see the decals there, one for the hydraulic and one for the fuel, which is pretty nice. And again, you can see the latch there for the panel to get into the motor there, which is pretty cool. Overall, this is really nice considering how old it is, and just that no one put their name on this. It's a really nice model. Now, as far as the boom goes, it comes up to a pretty good angle. It will go up a little bit further than that, but like I said, it's pretty fragile. I don't want to force it. And if you're unfamiliar with the nomenclature, the Skytrak is pretty simple. This is 154, which means that it's good for 10,000 pounds, and it has 54 feet of boom. For example, the Skytrak 8042 it's good for 8,000 pounds, and it has 42 feet of boom. That's what the numbers mean on the Skytraks. JLG has since bought Skytrak, and I think they still use the same numbers. I don't think they've changed anything, but that's what that means. Now, the boom sections, you have 3 sections of boom, but the very first section that actually has the cylinder is super tight and just does not want to come out, which is unfortunate. But like I said, I'm not going to force it, just because I don't want to break it. But the boom cylinders are pretty good. They're stiff enough to hold this at any angle, which is nice. The paint quality on the inner sections is also very good. It's not all chipped up and broken out, which is nice. Most of the sections slide in and out pretty well. It's just that one is just real stiff, and I'd imagine it's just because of that cylinder. It's a really long cylinder underneath there, so I'd imagine that's holding it pretty tight. And like I said, I really don't want to pull that cylinder apart trying to get it stretched out. Overall, it's a really nice model. It's not a very common model, so if you see one that's in one piece, I think it's definitely worth picking up. It looks good on the shelf. It is 1/35th scale, which is a little unusual. It's not gonna It's not quite going to fit in with the rest of the JLG models in 1/32nd scale, but it's going to look pretty darn close, which is nice. Overall, though, it's a really nice model. I think, especially given the age and just that no one wanted to put their name on it, it's fantastic. It's a really nice model. Anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. As always, thanks for watching.